Good evening and welcome to the Story Song Podcast. Welcome to episode 11 of the Story Song Podcast. I can't believe we've done 10 already.
Yeah, it's only taken us 4 years.
Oh yeah, I can't believe we've done that many. Yeah. The podcast which nibbles on the narrative, peruses on the plot and caresses the characters to bring you some highbrow entertainment. My name is Chris.
And my name is James, and you fucked that up, by the way. It's not narrative, it's narrative. Anyway.
What are we doing? Are we starting again or not?
No, we're not.
Okay.
That was perfect.
Okay,
except
brilliant.
for the fact that you said it wrong, but, you know.
Well, this always can be edited anyway.
Of course it can.
My name's
won't
Chris. Oh, wait there. My name's Chris.
And my name's James.
Hi, James. How you doing?
I'm very good, thank you, Chris.
Good. Long time no
I
speak.
know, it's great to be back here face to face with you after all this time.
And this COVID issue.
This COVID catastrophe that we're all facing, which is why we've brought back the Story Song Podcast Show to bring you a little bit of joy
Cheer
by
up.
hearing our voices.
Cheer up your days when you're sat there pondering on what to do, what podcast to listen to.
I've listened to a song and I'm not quite sure what the story is.
I know.
What can we do?
Well, this week's episode is in fact, I'm really proud of it. I'm really pleased with it. You like country and western as well, don't you? You're a big fan. Yeah, that is your beer.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I noticed...
Don't drink mine.
I noticed
yours
that
is-
you've muffled your beer with a piece of paper, yet mine... Look, I can use this one.
Yeah, we'll do that then.
Anyway, right, carry on. Sorry. Go.
So, as I was saying, I have a country and western song. Who isn't a fan of country and western?
I love
and
it,
actually,
country.
this song's done quite well as well in the US Billboard Hot Country Songs. It's a top 20 hit, having peaked at number 14.
Didn't do that well.
Well, that's quite good. Number 14
Okay,
out of 20. It's a song called Ol Red. Ol Red, as in old red, but it's without the D. It's written by James Bohon, Don Goodman and Mark Sherrill. The song was originally recorded by George Harris on his 1990 album, You Ought to Be Here With Me, and it was covered by Kenny Rogers, who died recently, didn't he? Last month or a month before? On his 1993 album, If Only My Heart Had a Voice.
Now, that's a good album title.
Yep, but that's not, it was later recorded by Blake Shelton, which is the one we're listening to.
I know Blake Shelton very well.
That's the one we're listening to. So this was released in March 2002. So, it's an older song. It was this version was released more recently from his self-titled debut album.
What was it called?
So I think, we can talk about the story, but it tells it well.
Okay.
So,
It's not about dogs, is it?
oh yeah, it is.
God, if it's a depressing dog story, because my dog's halfway through his life.
Well, my cat died over lockdown.
Oh, it's all about you, isn't it? I've got a dog which has only got about 8 years of life left. Yet here we are talking about your dead cat.
Well, she was 17. She was my friend in lockdown, and I think she'd had enough of me talking to her. I think part of it was
Did she
just
commit
like,
suicide? Was it euthanasia?
well, I think she just gave up. I think she just because I talked to her quite a lot. And, I think she just had enough by then. Understandably,
I'm going to get you a kitten.
when you live on lockdown on your own in the middle of the countryside, you're going to end up talking to a cat if you have one, especially Siamese, because they talk back. And she would always look at me and quite enjoy listening at first, but then after a while, I think she's like,
Got a bit depressed.
do you know what?
Oh dear.
But hey, let's move on.
Okay.
So no, it's a happy song. It's not solely about the dog, but the dog is an important character within the story.
I'm excited.
Good. So without further ado, let's get the song going.
Well, I caught my wife with another man, and it cost me 99. On a prison farm in Georgia, close to the Florida line. Well, I've been here for 2 long years. I finally made the warden my friend. And so he sentenced me to a life of ease, taking care of Old Red.
So what's happened is he caught his wife messing around with another man. In fact, that was a Jimi Hendrix line. Called Messing Around with Another Man. But anyway, it's nothing to do with him. So,
Hold on a minute.
his wife was with another man.
This is basically the Shawshank Redemption, isn't it?
Well, in fact, it looks like it could be set there as well.
So far.
So it cost him 99 years. So he got 99 years.
What was the name of the guy from the... Who did Morgan Freeman play? What was the name of his character in the Shawshank Redemption? Do you remember?
I can't remember.
Red.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Well, this is slightly different. Ol Red is not Morgan Freeman in this. But so he got 99 years, basically.
Okay, well, I like a prison song.
Well, that's it. Now, even if he murdered both, 99 years is a long, long sentence. So he must
It's
have done it
unlikely
pretty
you're going to get out.
But we don't know whether he killed one or both. But either or, 99 years.
Okay, so what we got?
So it's a prison farm in Georgia, close to Florida. He'd been there for 2 years already. In some of the other songs, it was 12 years by the time. But
So he
Blake
settled
changed
in.
it. He settled in, but his aim as well. He made the warden his friend. And that way, so he good
it's a
behaviour.
good
But
trick, that.
also, that sentenced him to a life of ease by taking care of Ol Red. Now, we don't know at this moment who Ol Red is.
Morgan Freeman.
So let's find out.
Now, Ol Red, he's the damnedest dog that I've ever seen. Got a nose that can smell a 2-day trail. He's a 4-legged tracking machine. You can consider yourself mighty lucky to get past the gators and the quicksand beds. But all these years that I've been here, ain't nobody got past Red.
So, Ol Red is obviously the dog, the bloodhound, that hunts any prisoners who try to escape. No one's ever got past him. And he's befriended the warden and how he's taking care of Ol Red.
I like it.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, so right away, we're not even into the chorus, I imagine. Hold on a minute. Yeah, we have
We're a third of the way
a
through the song.
lot of stuff going on here.
Yeah, well,
My dog's Columbo's a bit like Ol Red, you know.
nah, he's a bit slower. He's
Well, you've never met him, you wouldn't know.
well,
He's a bit
I've
slower.
seen the other two that you had
He
years
chases
ago.
cats.
What were the two that you had of similar? What sort of dog is it?
Basset Hound.
That's it. What were the two you had?
Buster and Duster.
That's it. Yeah, they weren't very swift. Are they?
Well, I think that's a bit unfair. They used to run around every now and then. Anyway, hold on a minute. So, right, he's in prison. He's been there for 2 years, and he's now befriended...
97 left.
Oh, yeah, not long. Jesus, imagine having 97 years left on a sentence.
Yeah. So.
Name me 3 people who had probably that length of sentence. I'll start you off. I'm going to say Charles Manson.
Al Capone.
And I'm going to finish with Myra Hindley. That's fun.
Ian Brady. Maybe.
Yeah, but you can't have it because I said Myra Hindley. You have to. You can't just get on my bandwagon.
Different person.
Same crime.
Anyway, let's crack on.
And the warden sang, come on somebody, why don't you run? Old Red's itching to have a little fun. Get my lantern, get my gun. Red'll have you treat for the morning come. Well, I paid off the guard and I slipped out a letter to my cousin up in Tennessee. On he brought down a blue tick hound. She was pretty as she could be.
Hold on, stop.
Just
So
interestingly,
this is his plan, is it?
did you know that Charles Manson was friends with the Beach Boys?
Do you know what? I surprisingly know a shitload about Charles Manson at the moment because I've been listening to a podcast called, I'm going to give it a plug actually, You Must Remember This, and they've done 12 parts of, hold on, take your finger off that,
Sounds a bit weird.
Charlie Manson podcast.
For the note of the tape, I'm just scrolling through the iPad, nothing else.
Did you know that Angela Lansbury's son became involved? No, Angela Lansbury's daughter became involved in the family.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
and Angela Lansbury had to cut.
She would have been famous.
Stop
then,
her.
wouldn't she?
Yeah. She had to stop her credit cards, and then she left the family. Charlie chucked her out, and also Doris Day's son was involved in the family.
Wow.
And Dennis Wilson, he had a very sad end. I don't think he ever really got over like all that kind of shit after the Manson stuff, and he broke up with his wife, and he was drinking an awful lot, and there was a a silver frame photograph of him and his wife that for some reason or another had been thrown into the sea, and he got very drunk on vodka and spent a day diving for it. He found the frame, but he couldn't find the photograph, and he kept diving and he didn't come back up.
And was anyone framed for that?
That's a terrible, terrible thing to say.
So, Old Red, he's the damnedest dog that he's ever seen.
Yes.
Obviously, he's a bloodhound. You get the gist of it. So he's looking after it, and then he writes a letter he pays off a guard, writes a letter to his cousin who's in Tennessee.
To get another dog?
To get it's a blue tick hound.
Yeah.
And apparently a very pretty one.
I wonder if he stipulated that in his letter. That is a very attractive dog.
Get me the prettiest one you can find.
What a really attractive bitch.
Well, they pinned her up in the swampland about a mile just south of the gate. And I take old Red for his evening run. I just drop him off and wait. And the warden sang, come on somebody, why don't you run? Old Red's itching to have a little fun. Get my lantern, get my gun. Red'll have you treat for...
Alright, pause. I've got an issue. Alright, so he'd taken Old Red for his walk.
Because he's
Out of the prison?
Yeah, but he's trusted. He's But if bearing in mind, there's only gators and nothing else for miles. So plus they've got the fact that they've got the bloodhound anyway. I mean,
he's got the bloodhound.
Well,
Instead of going to the trouble of getting another dog,
could have just killed the dog.
Just fucking killed it. I'll take it with you.
Yeah, I'll take them both, or just
yeah. He's kind of overcomplicated this plot.
But he may just go up to the gates and release the dog at the gates.
Maybe there's just a dog-sized hole.
No. It would be under guard. So the guards would be there watching him.
Okay.
Followed with armed.
Yeah.
And then he'd go outside. He'd let the dog off, and then he would find this other dog a mile away, and then they'd.
Right. Okay.
And then the dog would come back, so he's getting it used to his hot lady. With me?
Kind of.
Yeah. And the warden's saying, come on, why won't someone run? Because I'm itching to get the bloodhound after someone.
It's a nasty piece of work.
Well, not really.
Can we just go over who we've got in this story? We've got the warden.
Yeah.
We've got
the prisoner
Blake.
and the dog.
Should we call him Blake for...
Well, no, because it's a character, isn't it? Well, you can.
Yeah, but let's call him Blake for the sake of it.
Okay.
And we've got now 2 dogs.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to keep up.
It's not that difficult. Instrumental.
Now Old Red got real used to seeing his lady every night. And so I kept him away for 3 or 4 days and waited till the time got right. Well, I made my run with the evening sun, and I smiled when I heard him turn red out. 'Cause I was headed north to Tennessee, and Old Red was headed south.
Stop.
Morning Old Red got real used to seeing his lady every night. And so I kept him away for 3 or 4 days and waited till the time got right. Well, I made my run with the evening sun, and I smiled when I heard him turn red out. 'Cause I was headed north to Tennessee, and Old Red was headed south. The warden sang, come on somebody, why don't you run? Old Red's itching to have a little fun. Get my lantern, get my gun. Red'll have you treat for the morning come. Now there's red-haired blue ticks all in the south. Love got me in here and love got me out.
So there's lots of...
How did that finish? Blue ticks what?
Because she was a blue tick hound and he was a bloodhound, so bloodhound or whatever. So they're saying there's blue tick hounds, little ones everywhere. So they obviously.
Quite a simple yet effective idea, I guess.
It's not a bad little story, is it?
No.
Do you like it?
I do like it.
Yeah, it's a good song. And
I do think they owe a little bit to the Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, well, maybe they copied. Well, maybe Shawshank was written after that. Maybe that's where they.
When was it written?
Oh, now you're testing. Hold on. 90. Oh, don't know when it was written. It's saying 93 was the first version.
All right, so almost definitely Shawshank was written first.
Yeah.
Shawshank was written as part of a four-novella anthology called Different Seasons.
Yeah, the earliest date on here is shown as 93. So, anyway. So, well, whichever. But it's, nice simple story.
I thought it was good. I liked it. I mean, it was very simple.
Yeah.
Do you think he was guilty or not?
Well, yeah, because I think that's without question. So actually, it's a criminal getting off, isn't it? And he's murdered 2 people. And in fact, the fact that he's got 99 years hit me. Probably suggests that he didn't do it in a quick and clean manner. It sounds like he may have taken his time.
Tortured them, you mean?
Quite possibly.
Maybe with a dog.
Burnt the tongue and ripped it out. Fingernails, clipping.
Well, live and let live. I suppose he was clever enough to get out. Mind you, if they were going to leave the fucking door open of the prison...
No, but I think he would be under warden control.
It's very arrogant of this warden to think that he can get any prisoner back with his dog.
Yeah, but, sort of ruins the story otherwise, doesn't it?
Well, what I am pleased about, Chris, is that the dog didn't die.
Dog didn't die, and they went on to have lots of puppies.
Right, I'm going to score it.
Okay, me too.
Okay, and let's reveal our scores. 7.
7.
Ooh, bing! What happens if we get the same score?
Just that Bing would have done, wouldn't it?
Oh, okay, great. Wonderful. Well, I think 7's a good, respectable score.
Yeah, I do. It's a good song, good story. Thank you.
Great. Well, no, Chris, thank you for
the audience
for getting through that. All right. Well, I suppose it's my turn next.
Yes.
Take care. Bye now. Bye.
Well, I caught my wife with another man, and it cost me 99. On a prison farm in Georgia, close to the Florida line. Well, I've been here for 2 long years. I finally made the warden my friend. And so he sentenced me to a life of ease, taking care of Old Red. Now Old Red, he's the damnedest dog that I've ever seen. Got a nose that can smell a 2-day trail. He's a 4-legged tracking machine. You can consider yourself mighty lucky to get past the gators and the quicksand beds. But all these years that I've been here, ain't nobody got past Red. And the warden sang, come on somebody, why don't you run? Old Red's itching to have a little fun. Get my lantern, get my gun. Red'll have you treat for the morning come. Well, I paid off the guard and I slipped out a letter to my cousin up in Tennessee. On he brought down a blue tick hound. She was pretty as she could be. Well, they pinned her up in the swampland about a mile just south of the gate. And I'd take Old Red for his evening run. I just drop him off and wait. And the warden sang, come on somebody, why don't you run? Old Red's itching to have a little fun. Get my lantern, get my gun. Red'll have you treat for the morning come. Now old Red got real used to seeing his lady every night. And so I kept him away for 3 or 4 days and waited till the time got right. Well, I made my run with the evening sun, and I smiled when I heard him turn red out. 'Cause I was headed north to Tennessee, and old Red was headed south. And the warden sang, come on somebody, why don't you run? Old Red's itching to have a little fun. Get my lantern, get my gun. Red'll have you treat for the morning come. Now there's red-haired blue ticks all in the south. Love got me in here and love got me out.